Jeff, that fourth quarter, Belmont seemed to get really hot from three. I think they made four in a row at one point to cut it to 12. Just what did you see defensively, what lapses defensively, and then kind of touch on your team's ability to answer that and kind of keep the lead at double digits throughout the fourth?
Yeah, I didn't see much defensively. I mean, is that accurate? No, that's fair. Okay. We just had some terrible breakdowns. We just kind of went a little haywire out there and stopped doing what we've done for the past 7 1/4 games. And it was, I don't know, it was just bad. We were helping on ball side drives, which we don't do, and then they were kicking for threes. We had told them this. I told them before the game started when I talked to them, I'm like, make them make layups over us. Make them make layups over us. Don't give them the opportunity to shoot threes. And I thought we did a great job of that in the first half, and then we contested on the skip passes. See, I can help weak side and have great help, and then I'm quick enough on a skip pass from one side of the court to the other to be able to get there at least in contest, and we did a great job of that in the first half. I mean, what did they end up? 2 for 16 in the first half from the three-point line, and then we started helping ball side. Well, you help ball side, it's just one simple pass, step into a three, and make it. So we had some breakdowns on that, and then there are times during a game and in different games you play where you want them to try to challenge them to think the game, challenge them to really be on top of time and score. And I thought the end of the third quarter is where it all started to go bad, and that's because we reverse the ball, throw a beautiful pass into Liz, and she makes a really nice hook shot there towards the end of the third quarter. But the problem is, I wasn't going to say it because I felt comfortable where the game was, but I was waiting for somebody on that floor to yell one shot. One shot. We need one shot. We're up 21 at the time. Well, we take a quick shot, and now they throw in a Hail Mary, but it doesn't matter. They should have never gotten that shot. Well, now it goes in. They run off the floor all excited, and then the next thing you know, they come out in the fourth quarter and hit like 3 straight threes. Well, that's because you gave them some momentum. Even though it went from 23 to 20, they're still excited, where if we just take the last shot, if we miss it, we're up 21. We really had a nice quarter, and then they're going into the fourth going, man, we're down 21, instead of having excited, hey, great shot. So we've got to continue to get better. And if this was a ball game where I was a little concerned about at the end right there where it was going to be, I would have been yelling one shot. But I do like to challenge our players at times to make them think the game.
Jeff Haley talked about the team trying to improve its energy or picking it up more consistently throughout a game. Is that something you saw today and something that can improve going forward?
Well, we had a tired group. There's no question. After Thursday's Michigan game, and then we're getting ready with exams here, our practice on Friday went very enthusiastic for what I saw. I mean, I was out on the road. But then on Saturday, it wasn't a great practice. The kid looked tired, and I just tried to tell him, I'm like, guys, no, they aren't going to care. Belmont's not going to care on Sunday if you're tired. So you got to bring it for 2 hours. But that's the same thing with practice. You got to sometimes find a way to just dig it out and just grind it out, and we didn't do that. And we played in the second half just like we had practiced on Saturday. So we have to get better at that. We'll get some rest here this week. We'll have tomorrow off, and then we'll go light on Tuesday, maybe some film work, some small things, and then start preparing for a really good Kentucky team on Sunday.
Coach, it was a game where you had a decided points in the paint average over them, and then also rebounding edge as well. Just talk about those positive aspects of the game for you all.
Oh, yeah, the offensive end, I thought we did some really good things. I thought we shared the ball well. I thought we had some really nice inside-out passes for threes. We attacked the rim. We still have to do a better job of finishing at the rim with contact. But overall, I thought we did some really good things offensively. I mean, we shot 54% from the field, 50% from three. So from that side of the floor, I mean, I was pleased. It was the defensive effort in the second half that we've got to get better at.
Jeff, Kiana got to 1,000 points today. Just kind of talk about that for her and her consistency this season. She seems like she's been a pretty steady scorer for you guys all year.
Yeah, she has been. She's really being efficient right now. After that Washington game, where I may have been like 4 for 14 or something like that. Ever since then, I think she's been shooting pretty close to 50% from the field, and that's one of the things that I've talked with her about. It's it's not about how many points you score. It's how many shots are you taking to get those points. So I've been pleased with how well she's been shooting the ball from behind the 3-point line the past few ball games. She's playing with confidence. She had five assists and one turnover today. So hopefully we'll get her to continue to grow in those areas, and we'll just continue to see her play well.
You'd mentioned the poor shooting by Belmont from the perimeter in the first half. Was that something by design? Was that something that you wanted the team to force them to shoot outside? Because it did seem like they had success in that first half, in the paint against the bigs.
Well, we weren't trying to give them wide open threes by no means, because they do shoot the ball well. They make on average 8 threes a game, and they made 9 today. But our goal was to make them shoot them off skip passes because we were helping in, and then we could contest. So and their bigs played well too. Now what we finally started to do a better job of was not giving them a direct pass right into the post. We tried to make that a little bit harder, get them out a little bit further, and then we had a little bit more success on guarding their post players.
And then follow up with Destiny, considered the top player in the OVC, having her be scoreless and only play 10 minutes in the first half. How much do you think that kind of dictated things and allowed you guys to get the big lead?
Well, I thought that was obviously an important part to be able to make. Our goal was to make it as difficult as we could for her. In her 10 minutes of play, she had 4 turnovers, 0 for 2 from the field. So we did some good things, and then the second half she started really getting things going and feeling good, especially in that third quarter when she goes 6 and 9 and had 13. I mean, she's player of the year preseason for a reason. Yeah. She's good. She's really good.
Jeff, this is a team that, roster-wise, you have players that have either never lost to Kentucky and some who've never played Kentucky. As you go into this week preparing for them, do you talk to them about how big this game is, or do you let just maybe seniors like Mikasa or somebody else talk to them about the QK game?
Well, we'll talk to them about the rivalry, of course. They all know it. It's not something I've got to put stuff up on a billboard or do anything like that. I mean, our kids understand the importance of this game. The neat thing about this game, and I've said it for years, it's amazing how good both programs have been for the past 10 years. I think it speaks volumes about women's basketball in our state. When, there may have only been 1 or 2 games where both of us have not been ranked. And there's a lot of times like now we're both in the top 15. So it's pretty neat to see the success of both programs. And it's going to be a ball game. I mean, they're very talented. Ryan Howard's up for a preseason player. She's preseason player of the year, and she's been having a really, really good year. And then they've got a good group. I mean, we're going to have our hands full. It should be a great basketball game.
Coach talked a little bit just about the drinks on Walz aspect of next week, and I think you caught Danny maybe a little bit by surprise with the announcement.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's amazing what they've done, and unfortunately, we've had a lot of other news that's kind of in the past few weeks that's taken the place of being able to celebrate what Danny and her ball club has done. So I'm just trying to help out any way I can to get more people to go, and then it's two-sided. I think we have a wonderful fan base here for our women's basketball. And I think it'd be great for them to go out and watch our volleyball team play on Thursday and then hopefully they take care of business on Thursday, then go back out on Saturday, and then come in here. And as I said, I mean, if you bring your ticket stubs, your packet, whatever it is from Thursday and Saturday, then drinks on me. And again, it doesn't have to be an alcoholic drink, because the scathing emails I received, however long ago that was, about I'm turning people into alcoholics, was pretty interesting. So you can get a water. You can even ask for a fountain water if you like. Okay, drink our Louisville tap. I see those signs all over. I'm all for it. Okay, yeah, thank you. So, it's just to give some excitement. Hopefully some people just have fun with it and go out there and cheer them on. It's like we always say, once we can get someone to come one time to a women's basketball game, I like my chances of getting them to come back. And maybe we have some fans here that, because L&N's been sold out, they've had great crowds all year, and now they're in Freedom Hall, and maybe some people will go that haven't been before and fall in love with it and be like, wow, this is great, this is exciting. And we grow their fan base as well.
Jeff Haley scored 16 today. She says she thought she stayed patient offensively to kind of
Yeah.
get into a flow. Is that what you saw out of her on that end?
I thought she did too. I thought she took some really good shots, and it was nice to see the ball go in for her. I was never concerned. It's going to come. She works too hard. She's too good of a player, and she does other things on the floor. She had 5 boards today, so it was just a matter of, seeing a few of them go in, and then getting that confidence, and that's what happened today. And I think it started on Thursday. She saw a few of those go in against Michigan, and it led to this. So it won't surprise me if this continues on this path. Thank you, everybody.